Greetings, this is the second presentation video of the AnimaShooter animation software. You can get for free the junior version of the software if you go to the site of the software. I will give you a link in the description below, or you can try for free and for 21 days the Pioneer and the Capture version of the software. It is fully functional, so in this period of 21 days you can create your own short animation film and decide if the software is good for you and go purchase it after that period of time. Now we will use processing for today's purposes of this presentation. We will create a very short animation film, so let's go and see what we did. So the first thing we do is to connect our device. Either we're talking about a DSLR camera, as in this case, or for a web camera. The histogram we see at the right part of our screen helps us control the light for our shots. That means if we have artificial light for our shots, we can better control the light conditions for our short film. Now we must create a new project. So we save it with the name we prefer in our file, and we're good to go. We press the capture button for a shot. Now, depending on if we shoot on ones, on twos, or threes, or whatever, we can use the duplicate button and create a duplicate of our shot. Since this is the establishment shot of our short movie, we will create as much duplicates as we need. So for this short we will animate in twos. So now we start moving the objects around to create the illusion of movement. Now we see that we have our captured window in 100% of opacity and our live view window in 46% of opacity. So that works a bit like the onion skin feature. We know what was the last shot we shot, and we know now where we should move our object to make a better move. So now I know that I have, between the first scene of the man walking towards a flower and the last scene, the man sniffing the flower, some other shots between. So in order not to lose the position of the camera, which in the first and the last scene is the same, I will shoot the first and then the last scene, and then I will move on shooting the in-between scenes, and then in the end I will edit them all. Now let's see how the reference window works. Let's say that I know in my shot that I have to put my character in a certain way. I know that I can see that in my storyboard. So I go to Add and I put a reference picture in my timeline. So I can see now that my character should look approximately like that. I have some ratio problem here, but you can get the general idea of how the reference window works. So now I'm gonna shoot my in-between scenes. Here you can see my hand entering the scene. It is something I did on purpose. It is something we will work on in the next video. Reposition my in-between scenes that currently are at the end of my timeline in their proper position. So I select all the in-between shots and using the move button I will move them in the proper place. Time to go to my timing tab and press the play button and watch a preview of my short. Now I saw a little mistake there. There was a blank frame in my shot, so I'll go back to my timeline and correct the mistake. The last thing I will do is, in the timing tab again, I will move to the video tab, press encode video, and then I will watch what I created. In the next video, we will do some editing in an image manipulation program and then return to AnimaShooter, and we will also see how AnimaShooter can help us with traditional animation. See you!